City Dancer nearest to us, under orders, and they're away. And on the near side, Green Line Express going on. And on the far side, Candy Glen, but now Shavian. Shavian takes it up from Green Line Express. Linamix is right up there with the pace in fourth. Just in behind him comes Call to Arms. And Distant Relative is one of the back markers with Croupier and being chased along there too at the moment. And Shavian, the leader, past the sixth pole from Green Line Express in second and Candy Glen 4. Then comes Tyrrell on the inside. Right up with him is Call to Arms, then just in behind them comes City Dancer and Linamix, and then Markofdistinction and Croupier, and then Distant Relative and Pat Edery, last of the field of the 10 runners at the moment, as Steve still blazing the trail on Shavian, who's got a 3-length advantage now over Green Line Express. Then comes Candy Glen and then Tyrrell, then comes Call to Arms and City Dancer, then Markofdistinction and Linamix, who's been chased along by Freddie Head and making no progress at the moment. Then Distant Relative and Croupier is now the back marker, swinging for home, and Shavian has stretched him. He's got 2.5 lengths over Green Line Express in second. Then comes Tyrrell making ground on the inside in third. 4 on the outside is Candy Glen, and then comes Call to Arms, and behind them Distant Relative is now making ground with Markofdistinction. And Green Line Express comes to tackle Shavian. Green Line Express comes to tackle Shavian and take it up, but here comes Distant Relative, who's come from last to first with Markofdistinction making strides with him. Distant Relative on the near side, Markofdistinction on the far side, Frankie Dettori on Markofdistinction, Pat Edery on Distant Relative. They're racing head for head for the line. There's nothing between them. Markofdistinction on the far side is going away though, and he's going to win it at the line. Markofdistinction has won it. Distant Relative is second and Green Line Express is third. 4 was Croupier and 5 came Shavian, and then Linamix and Candy Glen, and then the disappointing Tyrrell, and then City Dancer, and finally Call to Arms. And so the result of the 1990 Queen Elizabeth II Stakes. First, number 4, Markofdistinction, owned by Mr. Gerald Lee, trained by Luca Kumani and ridden by Frankie Dettori. Second was number 2, Distant Relative, owned by Mr. Wafiq Saeed, trained by Barry Hills and ridden by Pat Edery. And third was number 3, Green Line Express, owned by the Ecurie Fustok, trained by Mohammed Mubarak and ridden by Walter Swinburne. Fourth, and here's the shock of the race, fourth was number 7, qualifying for a £15,526 prize, was Croupier.
What a fantastic race, and look at the ground that Distant Relative's given away. It's come into the straight, and yet he's got there a furlong out and looked sure to win. Frankie Dettori, likewise not in a very promising position, but pulls out just about at the same time Pat does on the right of the picture, while up front Shavian, who ran such a terrific pace, comes to the end of his tether and is headed by Green Line Express. But already Pat's got there on Distant Relative, who looked to say he was going nowhere early in the race. But Frankie Dettori has come at the same time, and now it's a battle royal between these two. Pat riding with his whip in his left hand, Frankie Dettori changing his reins, and his horse wandering over to the far rail, and now Frankie riding with his whip in his right.
How the race changed going to the quarter of a mile out, but what a race both these jockeys rode. Markofdistinction, Lanfranco Dettori, Distant Relative, Pat Edery. They've both given their all, these two horses, and well, I think this Markofdistinction today, everything's gone right for him. He's been able to come off the pace, and he's just proven what a good horse he is.